Hey, what's up? I'm Amobi Okugo, a former professional soccer player turned corporate entrepreneur. Today we're gonna break down how to get a deal. How to get a deal from the standpoint of sponsorships, brand deals, those opportunities, not how to get a deal on the professional field. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, the easiest way to get a deal is your performance. I always talk about all these avenues to help you build your enterprise, but if we want to keep it 100, if we want to keep it honest, your performance will help you more so than anything you do, from making content to networking to building. Your performance on the field is the biggest head start or the springboard to getting deals. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Serena Williams. If you're the top of the top, your performance will help you. Not to say you have to be the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, but if you're performing at a high level, it's going to be a lot easier to get deals. So I just want to say that right off the back. Keep the main thing the main thing. It doesn't make sense to say you're trying to get deals and you're an athlete and you're not playing, because where are they going to be able to promote the products if I'm a brand? Okay, so we got that out the way. Second step, in an ideal world, you'll have a manager or an agent helping pitch you for companies that fit your brand, your ethos, your passion points to find opportunities to get money outside of your career. So your agent is mostly for on the field performance, helping you with contract stuff. Sometimes your agent's able to do off the field stuff. Sometimes you need a manager. The manager can work on a number of different bases. A small retainer in exchange for doing their services, or commission based on the deals that they get a commission of what you do. In another video, I talked about the breakdown of a deal, how we talked about affiliates. So a manager can work as an affiliate. Any deal they bring to you, they get a cut of that deal. So that's a way to look at it from how to get a deal. First and foremost, your performance. Second way is hiring an agent or a manager to promote and pitch on your behalf. The third one I want to break down is simply cold emailing, cold DMing, cold outreach. Because you're an athlete, you're able to get in front of rooms that not everyone has the opportunity to. And you need to leverage that for as long as you're an athlete, because the minute you are a former athlete, not to say those doors shut, but those doors open at a much slower pace. So use your leverage while it's at its highest point. My dad always used to tell me, strike while the iron is hot. When you're a professional athlete or a collegiate athlete or a top high school athlete, that's considered a top prospect. That's when your leverage is at its highest point, and that's when you need to connect with these brands, connect with these companies, connect with these startups, and cold outreach. Obviously, you want to have your pitch together. Make sure you follow for more. If you want to actually say in the comments if you want me to break down how you should actually pitch, whether it's cold DM, cold email, cold call, whatever, and I'll do that. But let's stick on topic today. Cold outreach to these companies. Give them a little bit about what you are, what you would like to do, how you can potentially work together. And in this case, you want to have a lot of quantity, because there's quality and quantity in terms of pitching more, because I do a 10-3-1 approach. So for every 10 people I pitch, I'm expecting 3 to actually respond and then 1 to actually do a deal. So if I'm using that philosophy, then I got to if I want 5 deals, I got to at least pitch 50 companies, So trying to use that math. So that's the that's the third one. The fourth one is creating the partnership before it even happens. So for example, this is where, creating content, being proactive will set yourself apart, because a lot of times people are waiting for their agent or manager to reach out, and then you have to start brainstorming on ideas, or you're waiting to cold call and waiting for them to respond. No, this is how I've got a lot of my deals, is where I will create the partnership before time, and then from there, because they know I already like the product, I'm already willing to make content, I'm already willing to work with them, now they're willing to, pay me to do a deal. So for example, I work with this company called Amorpho. It's a weight vest company. That wasn't always the case. I had to get the product first, and then I started creating content with Amorpho, the weight vest company. I would do 10 workouts that you can do with a weight vest. The benefits of training with a weight vest, why weight vest helped me stay sharp. And I would do this content and tag them in it. And then they liked it so much that they reached out to me and said, hey, we want you to do more content for us. What does that look like? And then now we engage. There's plenty of products that you already have that you're already using, where if you go into, like, for example, you go into your toiletry bag and you go to your skincare routine. If you just started posting, all right, this is the skincare I use, this is my game day prep, this is how I keep my face fresh, and then tag the brands that you use, I promise you, because you're an athlete, because you have a high profile, because you're making engaging content, because it's actually like a legitimate use case, those brands will reach back out to you. And then now that's when you can start negotiating. If those brands don't reach out to you, there's plenty of competing brands that you can use as leverage to now get those deals. So for example, say I work with Amorpho, using the example again, and they don't respond. Now I reach out to competitive brand, let me say Aeon. I think Aeon is a weight vest brand company, where I can say, hey, Aeon, this is content that I'd love to do for you. This is content that I've done in the past around weight vest. I'd love to try your product out and do something similar. And obviously they would probably want an exclusive agreement. So luckily, I didn't post the content that I talked about with another competing brand. So then I use their brand, and then now I can post it and get some sponsorships. So those are the 4 ways to get a deal. It's pretty simple. Let your performance do the talking. Play at a high level, perform at a high level, the brands will reach out to you. Second, use an agent or manager to reach out on your behalf. Obviously within reason in terms of your brand ideals. If I had an agent pitching me coffee brands, it wouldn't make sense because I don't drink coffee. If I had a manager, obviously you want to work out what those commission structures are at. A manager should not be getting anything more than 25% of a deal if they bring in. If you are more gracious, then obviously it's what you agree upon, but they shouldn't be getting more than 25% of a marketing deal. To be honest, it should be anywhere between 10 to 25%. And then depending on the level of the deal, you can move it down, you can move it up. It has to be a win-win situation for both parties. The third is you just cold outreach. Based on your status as an athlete, you're going to be able to open up doors. And then the fourth one is you create the partnership before it happens. You create spec ads, you create content series, you create content campaigns, and then use that to attract them to reach out to you, or you use that as proof to reach out to them. So those are the 4 ways to get a deal. Let me know if you've done any of these different strategies to get a deal. Let me know if you're going to start using any of these strategies to get a deal. Also, let me know if you need help. Don't be afraid to reach out. As we always end, the vision is clear, the road is not. Okay, you go.